I've said it before and I'll say it again. Humanity didn't need a new religion. We had religion all over the world. We have it all over the world today. It needed a divine presence, someone that we could hold. A holy night. I love that song, Oh Holy Night, because you see, something happened. The angels were excited, heaven, everybody. What took place? First, we had an annunciation. I spoke about that last week. Now we have an incarnation. God made flesh. I've never seen anybody sad when babies are born. There's something about Gina and Barbara just had a new grandbaby. Boy, my God, they hadn't even weighed him yet. She was texting. I don't know how much he weighs, bless God, but he's looking good. Hallelujah. And I just believed her because I didn't see a picture until later on. It was just such a blessing. Babies are the most wonderful gifts God's ever given anyone, because in your baby is you and God. Think about that. So you will never die. Never, because see, the DNA of your child, your DNA is in there. Now, how many times people have said, boy, look at that kid. He did exactly what his father does. He's done exactly what his grandfather done. Why? Because God never leaves us or forsakes us, even when we are in heaven. Now, think about that. Talk about a great Christmas day is to understand that God was made flesh, but the same thing happened to you when you were born again. Angels shouted. The Lord shouted too, because see, you were made spirit, a living spirit. That way you could come boldly to the throne of grace simply because of what Jesus did. Born. That's why he said, I come that you might know the Father. Why I am sent. Because you got to know the Father like I know the Father. Now that's not religion. That's relationship. That's fellowship. His birth was so magnificent. Think about that. Would people fly or get on a camel and go 1,500 miles just to worship you? Something wonderful had happened. And even the angels couldn't contain themselves. They began to shout. Shepherds came. It was a wonderful time. So when I think of the Middle East, I don't think of all that heartache and sorrow and war. I see them three magi guys going across that desert. I see Jesus in a manger, which is where they watered sheep. He's living water. He's living bread. He's life and that more abundantly. I can imagine him growing up under the tutelage of Joseph. Talk about a job. How to teach God to be human.
This media is copyrighted by Jesse Duplantis Ministries for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this media or of any pictures or accounts without Jesse Duplantis Ministries' consent is strictly prohibited.